Hello guys, Solid Gamer here, and today I'll be reviewing Student Council Discretion Season 1. This was a harem comedy anime where the main character wants to have a harem ending with the girls in the Student Council. Ken was a unique harem protagonist because usually in harem anime series, the main character feels like he must choose only one girl, but Ken refuses to accept that scenario. He wants a harem no matter what, and will do anything to make the girls in the Student Council fall in love with him. This provided for great comedy as he constantly talked about having a harem, and the girls looked at him as if he was weird. The premise of this anime was rather simple. In this anime, Ken is in the student council with several hot girls. He wants to have them fall in love with him and become part of his harem. Obviously, girls don't like the idea of being in a harem, and none of them even have a crush on Ken. They refuse his proposal. In the student council room, Ken and the girls help organize events for his school and look to make the school a better place. While doing work, they make random conversations and make references to anime shows and video games. Ken makes perverted comments at times, and the girls treat him harshly as a result. This was an anime essentially about nothing. Nothing really significant happens in Season 1. The characters essentially hang out in the student council room and make random conversations as well as make references to anime series and video games. The random conversations are really spontaneous and brought out of nowhere. This show felt like if Gintama was a harem show. This anime was really hit or miss at times. Sometimes I felt like laughing out loud, but most of the time I felt really bored while watching certain scenes. Season 1 relies heavily on anime references, so when I got the references, it was funny to watch, but other times I was just clueless on what they were talking about. This anime was made in 2009, so the characters were referencing older shows, and that made it hard to keep up with the references at times. The random conversations were funny at times, but it really made me want to just stop watching the episode at times, as it was so boring. For instance, the characters were making fun of how Kurimu was so flat and didn't look like a high school student. I just didn't find that funny because you hear jokes about girls being flat all the time in comedy anime. It was like I heard that joke before. Also during one scene, they were making fun of how a character was good at math and how they didn't fit her character. I just didn't find it funny. This anime was really funny at times, like when the girls accused Ken of liking lollies, or when Mafuyu had outrageous fantasies about Ken being with other guys. But I just felt there wasn't that many moments that made me laugh a lot. This show was not as funny as Shimo Neta. Now that was a show that made me laugh a lot from start to finish. For this anime though, it felt like I was just watching through many boring scenes just so I could laugh at one or two really funny jokes. I felt like the comedy was at its best when I was focusing on the harem aspect. It was funny seeing Ken try to get the girls to be in his harem, even though most of them were tsundere girls. He kept saying he was in love with them at random times, and it was funny seeing their embarrassed faces. I was really interested in the harem aspect of the show, as it wasn't as simple as main character is a pervert and wants a harem. His reasoning for wanting a harem felt really sad. He was in a love triangle in middle school before, and because he didn't go for the harem ending, he got into a really messed up situation with two girls. As a result, everyone in that situation got their feelings hurt. This anime didn't go into details about the situation, but I read up what happened in the light novels, and it was a really messed up situation. He wants a harem because he essentially can't choose one girl. Whenever he talks about the past, he looks to be in so much pain. The harem aspect kept me interested in this show. It was really intriguing. It made me want to continue watching this anime. It kept me wondering if Ken would succeed in his goal of having a harem, or would he fail and lose every girl in the process. It wasn't just a joke to him. He was passionate about having a harem, and it was amazing seeing a harem protagonist be so passionate about it. It made me want to cheer him on and see him get closer to the girls. He did get very close to one girl in student council and got her to fall in love with him. It was exciting seeing the harem plan slowly working. I did like the characters in this anime. There were 3 tsundere girls in the harem, but they didn't annoy me that much because they didn't punch Ken too much, and they were each being tsundere for different reasons. Kurimu was typical tsundere. She said typical lines like a tsundere would, but it was funny seeing her act overconfident as a student council president at times. Chizuru acted like a tsundere because she found enjoyment in treating Ken harshly. She treated him as if she was his master and he was her servant. That was funny to watch. Minatsu was a tsundere because she is a tomboy, and I assume she felt shy being treated like a girl by Ken. Mafuyu was my favorite girl in the show. She was a kind girl that was not a tsundere. The best thing about her was that she was so obsessive about boys' love. It was later seeing her make up so many scenarios in her head about Ken getting intimate with a guy. Ken was a great harem protagonist, as I mentioned before in this video, because he was so different from other harem protagonists. Usually harem protagonists run away from having a harem. Ken wanted though. No matter how difficult it will be to get a harem, he will never give up on getting a harem. I respect him for that. The opening for his anime was great. It had such a catchy song to listen to. The ending was okay. It wasn't that great to watch. The music in the episodes was okay. It wasn't that good, but that's to be expected for a show like this. It's not like the show had amazing romantic moments or action scenes where a great song would be needed. The animation style looked decent. The girls looked a little attractive. The animation was good for its anime. The characters moved around smoothly. This was a decent harem comedy anime to watch. While it was filled with lots of boring scenes at times, it did have funny moments, and also had funny anime references. I do recommend watching this anime, as the main character has such a unique goal that I don't see characters having often. I can't recall one harem anime where a main character says it's his goal to have a harem. Seeing him try to flirt with the girls and have them fall in love with him was hilarious. This anime makes the main character seem really likable and makes you want to cheer him on. I give this anime a 6 out of 10. So that's all I want to talk about for today. Thank you for watching this video. Have a great day or night wherever you are, and please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and please comment if you found anything interesting in the video.